Hey guys, we're back with another video, and in this video we are going to learn how to create quizzes with Tutor LMS. Okay, so this is our site. We are using Tutor Starter theme. So if we go take a look at the courses list, these are the demo courses that came with the theme. Okay, so there are a few courses over here, and we are going to add a quiz to one of these courses. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard. Okay, so this is our dashboard, and from here we're going to hover our mouse over Tutor LMS and click on courses. Okay, so these are all our courses. Okay, so let's add a quiz in this course. So we're going to click over here and we're going to click on edit. Okay, so this is our course, and if we scroll down, here is the course builder. You can see that we only have 2 topics in this course. Of course, this is just for the demonstration purpose. And there are a few lessons over here and also in here. So we are going to add a quiz. To add a quiz, simply click on this arrow and here's an option to add the quiz. So we're going to click on quiz. And you can see there are 3 steps to building this quiz. So the first is the quiz info, then the questions that will be within this quiz, and finally the quiz settings. Okay, so first let's select a title for our quiz. So since this topic is called Basic Concepts, we are going to call it Basic Concepts Quiz. Okay, and then let's add a summary. We just added a summary, and now let's click on save and next. Now here's the main builder. This is where you can add questions to this quiz. Okay, so to start adding questions, simply click on this add question button. Okay, so here is our quiz builder. So first, what you can do is write your question, okay? But before writing your question, you can see there's an option over here that says select your question type. So this is a drop down. If we click on it, you can see there are a lot of question category. So there's the true and false, single choice, multiple choice, open-ended, fill in the blanks, short answer, matching, image answering, and ordering. So let's start with the first one, which is the true or false, okay? So after selecting your quiz category, let's write our question now. Okay, we just wrote a basic question. It says the color of the sky is blue. Okay, and here you can see there are a few options that says answer required, randomize, display points. So the answer required, it means that student cannot skip this question. They must answer it. So I want students to answer it. So I'm going to enable this. And I don't want to randomize it. And for the points, let's say I want to award just 1 point. I don't want to display it. Okay. And over here, there's the description of your question. If you want to describe your question a little, you can use this box. So if you scroll down, there are the 2 options, which says true or false. Okay, so here I can choose my correct answers. So since the sky is blue, I'm going to select true over here. All right, and then there's the explanation. So if you want, you can add an explanation to this question. Okay, so after that, I'm going to click on add to questions. Okay, so we have our first question, and now within these quiz, you can add even more questions. So let's see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to add another question, and here I want to choose the single choice. All right, so after that, now let's type in our question. Okay, so I wrote a question. Why do we need to eat a balanced diet? Let's enable the answer required option. Let's scroll down. And over here, let's add a description, okay? We added some description. Now let's scroll down. And over here, you can see there's an option to add an option to your question. So let's click over here. And now you can see there are a few fields over here that says answer title, upload image, display format for options. So there are a few things to note here. You can select your format for this question. You can see this is the only text, only image, text and image both. Okay, so I want only text right now. You can select any of these categories you want, but I'm selecting only text. So here we will enter our answer. So since this is a single choice question, we can enter multiple options, and from those options we have to select the correct one. So in the answer title, we are going to enter one of our options. Okay, and after that we're going to scroll a little bit down and click on the update answer button, and you can see there's one answer over here. Now using the same process, we are going to add another option. So we actually added 3 more options, okay? So we did this using the same option. We can actually add even more options, but it's not required. So from all these 4, this is the correct answer, okay? You can also drag your options up and down, you can rearrange them in any way you want, okay? So after that, we are going to scroll down and you can provide an answer explanation. So let's provide an answer explanation to see how it looks actually. Okay, so we added an answer explanation. So now let's click on the add to question. Okay, so we have 2 questions. Now let's add another one. Okay, so from our drop down, we're going to select the multiple choice. Okay, so let's write the question now. So this is our question. Now let's enable this one. And here, let's skip the description and answer explanation since we all know how it works. Let's add options to our question. Okay, so we added an option. Now let's add 2 more options. Okay, so we have 3 options over here. And if you want, you can also rearrange this. So I'm going to put the nitrogen over here. And the correct answer is all 3. Okay, so now let's scroll down and let's add it to the questions. And now we have a multiple choice question. So now let's add more questions. Now let's select the open-ended question category, okay? So here we can type in our question. Say define a healthy diet. We're going to make it required. And here you can see no option is necessary for this answer type. Now the open-ended essay or open-ended question type, what it does is it asks the user a question. Now you can already understand that the answer to this question must be descriptive, okay? So the users will be given a text box where they can put in their answers. But in the settings option, we can actually set how many characters the user will be allowed to type in, okay? But we will get to the settings at the end of these questions. Okay, so after that, we're going to click on Add to Questions. And then we're going to click on the Add Question button again. And this time we are going to select the Fill in the Blanks. Okay, so let's type in our question. And the question here, it will be something else. So here I've written the question, fill in the blank with the correct answer. So how is this going to work? So you guys already know how the fill in the blanks work. There will be a statement and there will be a gap within the sentence and you have to fill that gap with the correct word. Okay, so let's make it answer required. And now if we scroll down here, you can see there's a button for the add an option. So if we click here, we can add in our question. Before adding in the question, you can read this. Please make sure to use the dash variable in your question title to show the blanks in your question. You can use multiple dash variables in one question. So this variable, which is a dash between the parentheses, this will add the gap. Okay, so let's write our question. Here I've written a question, so the gap will appear at the end. So the correct answer is sodium. So if you have multiple gaps in your fill in the blanks, what you can do is add this symbol, which is called the pipe, and then add your answers. So it will read the answers sequentially, okay? After that, let's click on Update Answer, and let's add to questions. Let's add another question. And now let's select the short answer question type. So the short answer is like the open-ended or essay type answer, but it will be short and to the point, okay? So let's ask our question. So now we're going to make it answer required and no options is necessary for this answer type. And we can actually customize the word or character count from settings over here, okay? Now let's click on the add to questions. Okay, so we have quite a few questions now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 questions. So let's add our 7th question. Okay, so from the drop down, we are going to select the matching. Okay, so now let's put in our question. Okay, so this is our question, match the following fruits. So how the matching question type works is that your students will have a few statements or a few texts, and they must match it with other texts or images. Okay, so let's scroll down and you can see what I mean. Let's click on add an option. Here you can add in your answer title, then you have to insert the matched answer title. Okay, so let's see how this works. Okay, so I have written apple over here And in the matched answer title, what we can do is we can actually write in our answer, okay? Or we can also upload an image. So we want only image. So let's upload an image. Okay, so this is our image. And for this section, we are going to write, let's say we're going to write option A. And now let's update answer. All right, so we're going to add another one in the similar way. In here, we are going to write pair, and this one will be option B. We actually do not need to write this, so it's not a big deal. You can actually have this completely blank. You can leave it empty. But we're writing it just for clarifications. So later on, when we will be taking the test from the front end, you can understand better. Okay, so let's add an image. And make this only image. Now update answer, and in the same process, we're going to add another option. Okay, so we added all the options. So now let's click on add to questions. And now let's add another question. Let's select the image matching right now. And this is similar to the previous one, but you have to match images. Okay, so let's write our question. Okay, so from here, we're going to click on add an option. And we are going to insert an image. Okay, and we have uploaded an image of HTML, and we are going to insert the text that matches this logo. Okay, so we're going to click on update answer. So in the similar fashion, we are going to insert two more options. Okay, so we added two more options. So what will happen is this question will display all these three logos to your student, and your students will be given all these three options, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. What they must do is drag these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to the correct logo. Okay, so that's how it works. You can add more options, of course. Okay, so now let's add two questions and add a new question to this quiz. So now let's select the image answering. Okay, and now let's put in our question. Here, match the following images to the correct answer. We will make it answer required. Now, if we scroll down, and here we have the option. Okay, so here what will happen, you are going to upload an image, and the students must answer in text. Okay, so you're going to upload your image over here and add your text over here. So I've written 5 plus 5, so it's going to be 10. Update answer. Okay, so let's add more options. And let's select this image. And here we're going to insert 0. And you can also see it's written the answer that students enter should match with these texts. Okay, write in small caps. All right, so we are going to update answer. And let's add our final one. And let's update answer. All right, so now let's add two questions. So we have our image answering as well. Now let's click on add questions. And there's only one more quiz type, and that's the ordering. So what the ordering does is you have to rearrange the options in a specific order. So for example, let me write a question over here. So my question is arrange the numbers in ascending order. So if we go over here and let's add some numbers, let's say 44. We are going to insert a few more. So according to my question, what students must do is to arrange all these options in ascending order. So from smallest to large, okay? So it's 44, then 54, then 55, and then 91. So it's already in the correct position, all right? So we are going to click on add to questions, and that completes our quiz. So after you're done with the questions, we are going to simply click on save and next. And here you will have access to the quiz settings. So the first one is the time limit. If you want, you can set a time limit to this question. So within this time limit, the students must complete their quiz. So let's say I want 5 minutes. You can also select minutes, hours, days, weeks. All right, so we're going to select 5 minutes. And down here, this is the quiz feedback mode. So from here, you can see there are 3 options: default, reveal mode, and retry mode. When the default mode is selected, the answers will be shown when you complete the quiz, okay? And in the reveal mode, the answer will be shown as soon as you answer one question. And if you select the retry mode, you can actually set how many times students can attempt this quiz. So I want the default mode. I think this is better one. And here in the passing grade, you can select the passing percentage for this quiz. So I want to set it to, let's say, 70%. And max questions allowed to answer is 10. Then if we click on the advanced settings, and here you can see the quiz auto start. So as soon as they click on the question will start automatically. And you can enable this, but I want it disabled. I want to click on the quiz start button to start our quiz. Here's the option of question layout. So you can select which layout your questions will be displayed. So if you don't select this, the single question will be selected by default. And if this layout is selected, questions will be displayed one after the other. Again, you can also select the pagination, or you can select the question below each other. So I think the single question works really well. And the question order, you can randomize it, you can sort it, ascending, descending, or whatever. I'm going to select it random, and the questions are going to come in random. And hide question number. You can also hide the question number. And the short answer character limit, it's 200. So let's increase it to 500. And the essay, let's say 800. Okay. So now let's save and next. All right. So our quiz has been created. Now let's go ahead and click on the update button. Okay. So our course has been updated and the quiz has been created. So let's now go to courses section and let's view this course. So we have already enrolled into this course, so we can take the quiz. So let's scroll down, and here you can see there's the basic concept. So let's click on this quiz. Okay, so this is how the students will see our quiz. Okay, so here's our quiz title, the description we wrote, and here are a few descriptions of the quiz. So we have 10 questions, and we will have 5 minutes to answer them all. And we have only one attempt, and the passing grade is 70%. Okay, so let's start our quiz. Okay, so this is the ordering or sorting quiz category. What we have to do is arrange all these options in the ascending order, all right, from lowest to highest. Okay, so the lowest one is 44 over here. Next one is 54. Then 55, and then 91. Okay, so we're going to click on submit and next. You can also see the timer over here. We have 5 minutes, the timer is going down, so we have to answer all our questions within this given time. So the next one is the true or false. So we are going to select the true over here and then click on submit and next. And this one is the image matching question. Here we have to drag and drop these options within the correct image. Okay, so the first image is HTML, so we're going to drag this option and drop it over here. The second one is CSS, and third one is JavaScript. Next, we're going to click on submit and next. And this one is the image answering category. Here we have to answer to this image correctly. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 5 minus 5 is 0, and 8 to the power 2 is 64. Now let's click on the submit and next. And this is the MCQ question. So what are the gases most abundant in the air? So all three will be the answer. So we can select multiple answers in this quiz type. Okay, so let's click on the submit and next. So this is the short answer category. Okay, so we have to answer within 500 character count. All right, so let's enter our answer. Okay, so this is our answer. We're going to click on submit and next. And this is the fill in the blanks. You can see the question is over here. The answer will be sodium. All right, now let's click on the submit and next. Here it says define a healthy diet. This is the open-ended or the essay type quiz. So within 800 characters we have to answer. All right, so this is our answer. So we're going to click on submit and next. And here this is the single choice quiz type. So we have to select one of these four options. So it says, why do we need to eat a balanced diet? Here's also a description of the quiz. Remember, we added this description when we were creating this quiz. Okay, so we're going to answer it and then click on submit and next. And here we have to drag the correct image to the correct answer. So the apple is this one, option A, and the pear is this one, and the avocado is this one. All right, so that is why we actually use the text to name these. All right, so we have only 50 seconds remaining, so let's click on submit our quiz. All right, so we achieved 70% marks. So we already passed. You see, we reached the passing marks. You can see there are 10 questions in total, and we answered 7 of them correctly. The rest 3 must be marked or graded by the tutor. So you can see the result is pending right now. So let's go back to our dashboard and see how we can review this quiz type as a tutor. So if you are the tutor, you can hover your mouse over here and go to quiz attempts. From here, you can see that this is the quiz submitted over here. We can review this by clicking on this button. And from here, you can see that 10 questions were there in the quiz. 5 minutes was the quiz time. Student answered it in 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Total marks is 10. Passing mark is 7. And correct answer is 7. And 1 is incorrect. Okay, so let's scroll down and see. Okay, so this answer, we are going to approve of this. And this answer, we're going to say correct. And this answer, we are going to say correct. We can also give instructor feedback. So let's insert a feedback over here. Okay, so we've written well done. Now let's click on update. That's it. Now if we go to our courses and if we view this course, if we scroll down and click over here, you can see the result is pass. We have passed this quiz. So that is how you can create quizzes on Tutor LMS using the Tutor LMS Quiz Builder. So we hope this video was helpful for you guys. If this video was helpful for you guys, give it a like and subscribe to our channel because it encourages us to make more helpful videos like this one. So thank you for watching everyone. See you in the next video.